Hey guys, it's Dennis here again from Octometrics. I wanted to take a quick moment and talk about Facebook groups. Now, if any of you are on Facebook, which most of you are, I'm sure you're in some Facebook groups. Most of them are categorized to a specific want of yours or hobby or need. So, for example, I like shoes, as you can tell in the background. So, I join a lot of sneaker groups. Now, most of these sneaker groups are comprised of buyers and sellers and collectors. Now, I, on the other hand, am a little bit of both. I buy, sell, and collect. So, with that being said, this is a great opportunity for me to go ahead and sell shoes, but also show off some of the stuff that I have. Now, the only issue with it is the problem that it's not centered on my posts because hundreds and hundreds of posts go on every minute into these groups. So there's a chance that I'm missing out on a lot of the demographic, regardless if there's 10,000 people in the group. Things can kind of get lost in the mix. Now, normally what will happen is I'll bump my post or I'll go ahead and, create some transaction on there or some interaction, if you will, so that people will start noticing my post and the item I'm trying to sell. But sometimes that can still be a little iffy. But also, too, it's like walking up to a group of people and just trying to sell stuff and having random conversations with people and not really focusing on the sale, as opposed to like a website per se, where I can say, check out this link, check out the product. If you want to buy it, click on it. We call it a day. Everything is separated as far as the sale and just regular conversation. Now, what if there was a way that you could utilize Facebook groups, but also a multi-vendor marketplace? Now, what I mean by multi-vendor marketplace is kind of like, well, it's exactly like Amazon. Now, the only difference between Amazon and a regular marketplace is that Amazon's huge. Everyone knows what Amazon is. So you will automatically click on there to go find something that you want to buy. And there's hundreds and thousands of different sellers there, which is great. Now, what if we wanted to go ahead and focus it? So let's just say sneakers again. So I have a group. It's a private group specifically for sneakers. Now I have a lot of sellers on there and a lot of buyers on there. There's a lot of interaction, but we want to really focus and kind of get everybody advertised or marketed well, all at the same time. Now, with having an exterior marketplace specifically for the group, we can allow links. So instead of posting something up or writing a huge description about it and praying to God somebody puts a comment or DMs me, I can pull up a link. And from that link, people can actually click through to the website where the rest of my stuff is and find more stuff and also find other sellers with a lot more stuff. So this becomes a cycle in which now you're no longer just advertising on Facebook, but you're also advertising on a huge marketplace with all like-minded people. So now it's really directed to the consumer. Now this is great because all of us have gotten lost in YouTube videos and also just shopping online. This is another avenue of marketing and advertising that will do that for a consumer. It's actually a good thing. Now I know all of you are saying to yourselves, well, I have a small business and I sell stuff, why don't I just open up a website? Now, you're right, you should have a website. But when you're posting these groups, generally the guys that are adminning don't like you posting stuff to kick people off of their Facebook group to just go to your website. This concept will actually allow it to have where the Facebook group and their marketplace all coincide in one. And it'll do link backs as well. So you're talking about people going back and advertising on their Facebook page as far as what they're selling, what they like, and what they're offering. And then it'll click back to the marketplace, which is owned by that Facebook group. Now we're talking about why. Why do it? Well, if I'm a small business, having a website, managing it, or hiring someone to do it is kind of expensive. But let's just say I do a little bit of selling and I'd like to streamline my whole business as far as my side hustle goes. This is the best way to do it because the Facebook group allows a lot of the marketing and advertising transactions on the actual page, which then you can post your link and it'll kick back over to the marketplace, which ideally has your shop on there. You actually have your own website. Now, here's the key. What is it going to cost? Ideally, you're looking at anything from like a Shopify to a WordPress site to doing your own thing. It gets kind of expensive. Now, sometimes you don't have time for that, but also too, you're a standalone store. So you have to depend on random traffic coming through or a random Google search that you might be ranking on the 50th page to hopefully click through to your link. But because you're in the network of that Facebook group and you're on their marketplace that they run, there is a higher percentage that you will get way more clientele as far as people that are all in the same place at the same time. So for example, my buddy's got a shop on there. He posts up his link. A bunch of guys go through and say they want that item that they're looking at. But then they start diving in more into the marketplace for the Facebook page and find out that I'm there. I end up getting a sale from it. So right now we've established that having that Facebook page and that Facebook group coinciding with an external marketplace can actually be really beneficial to buyers and to sellers. Now, what we didn't mention is the fact that now Google can search you out. You have an online store now. Now, with that being said, you have a whole new demographic of potential buyers that can come your way just by way of Google searching. All right, now let's talk about value. As far as having an external marketplace for your group, the idea is that your network has a value to it. And now those sellers have their own website that is still connected to you and that network. That value alone is immense. Now, that's kind of what we do as far as marketing and advertising on regular websites, is we try to go out there, put banner ads wherever we feel that it'll be the highest potential of buyers because of the industry or the demographic. But with this, it's completely centralized into one place. So why not have an easier way to purchase and to check out so many more things as a buyer than not?